Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, Class here, today is our 18th meeting and we are going to do information handling. In some books they mention unit 12 information handling, and in some book they mention unit 10 information handling. So you will check the heading of the topic, not the unit of that. Information handling, in this we will read about frequency table, how to make the classes, lower class boundary, upper class boundary, mean, median, mode, like these all type of things which are related to statistics. Before starting the exercise, let us know about the definition of frequency and what is frequency distribution. Number of repetition of an individual value in a data is called frequency. Frequency distribution, the arrangement of data in the form of the table consisting of the frequency of each value is called the frequency distribution. When we arrange the data in the form of the table and we write the frequency of each individual class, that table is called frequency distribution table. We have 12.1 because in my book this is chapter 12, so that's why I mentioned here 12.1. In 12.1, there are 6 questions, but only first 3 questions are included in our syllabus. Question number 1 is the following data displays the number of rows of different categories of the bonds. Construct a frequency distribution table for the above data with 7 classes of equal size and of equal class interval. And the interval is given 10. You have already done this in class 7. Do you remember this? This is very easy in this because already the class interval and the number of classes given to us. Only we make the class frequency distribution table. In class 7, you find the lowest term, the highest term, and then we subtract it. Sometime the class interval is given and sometime the number of classes were given, and according to that we will calculate the class interval or number of classes. But in this already the size of the class mean height of the class interval, and the number of classes already given. Only you check in your table, in your data, which is given in the question, that the lowest number and what is the highest number. I write here the lowest value in our data is 35 and the highest value is 99. And the number of classes given, that 7 classes you will make by the given data, and also the interval is given 10. It means that the difference between two classes will be 10. You see that I write 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85 and 95. In each number there is the difference of 10, and these are called the lower class boundary because we start our class from 35, the next class from 45, the next start with 55. So that's why these numbers are called lower class boundaries. And you see on the other hand 44, 54, 64, 74, 84, 94 and 104 will be here. I write here 105, but 104 will be here. And you see that in every number there is a difference of 10. Definitely 44 and 54. 10 is in between them. And this is called the upper class boundary. So we have two limits, lower limit and upper limit. In the first class 35 to 44, 35 is the lower limit and 44 is the upper limit. Now come to the next column. This is tally mark. Tally mark, you in your data you check that 35 to 44. How many numbers are given in the data which lies between 35 and 44? In your data you will check the data. You cannot write that 36, 37, 38. You will check that how many number lies between 35 and 44 which are given in the question. When we check, we see that there are only three numbers. So we write this is called telemark and we represent it with three vertical lines. And then frequency we write in the number. The same telemark we convert in the numbers and this is called frequency. So instead of three vertical line, I write here three. Come to the next class 45 and 54 and there are five numbers in the data which lies between 45 and 54. I write four vertical lines and cut one line. This is excuse me, this is 5. When you write 5 in the telemark, you write four vertical lines and cut a line which represent the 5. And in the frequency, you see that I write in the number 5. Again, next class is 55 to 64. And how many numbers are there? 8. First we write 5, 4 vertical lines and one line, cut them, and then again 3 vertical lines. Frequency will be 8. The next class is 65 to 74 and there are 9 numbers which lies between them and given in the data. First we write 5 and then 4 vertical lines, frequency will be 9. Then come to the next class 75 to 84, there are 6 numbers, 85 to 94, 5 numbers, 95 to 104, there are only 4 numbers. When you calculate the frequency, you check all the values, then add the frequency and you see that the sum of the frequency will be equal to that number which are given to the data. Now the sum of the frequency is 40. You count the number in your data. There are exactly 40 numbers are given. If 40, it means that your answer is correct. If there is 39 or 41, it means that again you check all the classes. You miss one value or you write a value greater than in any class. So the sum of the frequency must be equal the total number of the data which is given in the question. Is it clear to you? Do you recall or your memory? We have done this in class 7. The same procedure. We find the lowest value and the highest value. Then we calculate the class interval, the number of classes, but in this question already number of classes and the size of the class given. So we make the class according to the number of classes 7 and according to the size of the class which is 10. So in each class, the difference must be equal to 10, like 35 and 45, 44 and 54. Is it clear to you? Yes, come to question 2. Listed below all the number of electricity units consumed by 50 household. It means that the numbers are given to you in the question, they are 50. Households in a low-income group locality of Lahore with 12 classes. In this, they mention that you will make 12 classes of equal width of 10. Width, size of the class, height of the class interval. They all are same. Width given 10. Construct a frequency table for the electricity units consumed. So the same procedure we will adopt. First we check that which one is the lowest number and which one is the highest number or greatest number in the data. I write the lowest value 45 and the highest is 155. You again check, maybe there will be some mistake, but I think I'm sure that lowest value is 45 and the highest value is 155. Number of classes already given to you which are 12 and the class interval is 10, same which is given in question 1. Now we start the lower classes from the lower data 45, the lowest value. First you arrange all the lowest number, then you can write easily the upper class limits. We start from 45 with the difference of 10, the next will be 55, 65, 75, 85, 95 till 155, and these are 12 classes. Number of classes are 12. When you write the all lower class boundaries, then you will start to write the upper class boundaries. and the previous number of 55 is 54. So after 45, you write 54. Then again you add 10, 10, 10, 54, 64, 74, 84, 94 till the last value is 164. And when you check all the classes, you see that the upper and the lower both have the differences of 10, 10 and 10. Is it clear? The tally mark, again you check in your data how many values lies between 45 and 54. There are only 3 values. Then we check 55 to 64, 8 values fall there. 65 to 74, 4 values. Then 7, 6, 10, 5, and 125 to 134, there is no number lies between 125 and 134 in the data. So that's why instead of this we write here dash, and in the frequency you put 0. If you don't want to write 0, you also put dash over there. 0 means no values there. Then in the next class is 3, 2, 1 and 1. When we add all these frequency, we see that the total number of frequency is 50. And also in the question, they mentioned that the 50 household. It means that our frequency table is correct. Question 3. The last question of this exercise. The following list is of scores in the mathematics examination using the starting class 40 to 44. Now you are bound that you will start your class from 40 to 44. Setup of frequency distribution lists the class boundaries and class mark. Now two new things are given to us in this table: class boundaries and class marks. Class boundaries and class mark. The first column will be same of the classes. Then we find tally mark, frequency. These 3 columns are same that we have done in the previous 2 questions. But the class boundaries and class mark, these will be 2 new columns in our frequency distribution table. Because they given that 40 to 44 classes, so 40 to 44, the next class 45 to 49, then 50 to 54, because from 40 and 45 we see that the difference between them is 5. So in all the classes you see that there is a difference of 5, 5 and 5. Upper and lower both the class interval, there are difference of 5, 5. Now we start the class boundaries. For the class boundaries, always remember students that you will subtract 0.5 from the lower class. That I subtract 40 minus 0.5 and it becomes 39.5. And you add 0.5 in the upper class. That I add 0.5 in 44, it becomes 44.5. We subtract 0.5 from the lower class, we add 0.5 in the upper class. And you see that all the lower classes less than 0.5, they become less than 0.5 from the original values. Instead of 40, we write 39.5. Instead of 45, we write here 44.5. Instead of 50, we write 49.5. On the same way, the last class is 94.5. And when you check the upper class boundaries, you see that in each number we add 0.5. Instead of 44, we write there 44.5, then 49.5, then 54.5, and at the end, the last class boundary is 99.5. Is it clear to you? For the class boundaries, always you subtract 0.5 from the lower and you add 0.5 in the upper class. Tally mark, the same method. You will check in your data that how many numbers lies between 40 and 44. There is only one number. Then the next class 45 to 49, only one number. 50 to 54, only one number. There is no number which lies between 55 and 59. So I write there dash, or you write here 0. Then after calculating all the values and writing the frequency, we see that adding up the frequency, the number of frequency is 40, and also in the data 40 numbers are given to us. Now come to the class mark. Class mark mean the average of that class. Average. How you calculate the average? You add the numbers and you will divide them by the total numbers. How many numbers are given? 2, 3 or 4. You have done this average in class 5 and also in class 6. Now I write here the formula for class mark. Lowest class boundary plus upper class boundary divided by 2. Because there are two numbers, class upper class and lower class, so that's why we divided by 2. And you see in the column of class mark I did first value for you, 40 plus 44 divided by 2, and it becomes 42, and 42 is the mid value of 40 and 44. And you will see after the calculating of the class mark that each value will be the mid value of the given two values. Now again you add 45 plus 49 and divided by 2, then 50 plus 54 divided by 2, then 55 plus 59 divided by 2. In the same method, 90 plus 94 divided by 2, 95 plus 99 divided by 2, and you will get the column of the class mark. I also mentioned the formula over there, and I did one step for you. The first value I calculate for you, and then you calculate all the values by yourself by using the same formula. Is it clear? Okay, students, now we have the next topic about the measures of central tendency. Measure of central tendency. This is our next topic of next exercise. Description of measure of central tendency. The measure of central tendency are the concept of average, mean, mode, and median. These all are the type of the central tendency, and in this exercise we calculate mean, mode, and median. Although they are all the type of the average almost, but the formula of each mean, median, and mode are different from each other. Calculation of measure of central tendency. First we calculate mean. Let x1, x2 up to so on xn be n given quantities, then their averages is the value presenting the tendency of these quantities and is called their mean value or mean. It can be calculated by the formula x bar. We represent arithmetic mean by x bar, capital X, and you write there one line, this is called bar. And the formula is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus so on xn over n, where x1, x2, x3 are the number of observations which are given to us in the data, and n represent the number of the value. That 10 values are given, 6 given, 4. So n represent that number of values. Then median, the middlemost value of an arranged data is called its median. It is necessary for the median that first we arrange the data, and then according to the data we find the median. Median can calculate it by two formulas if the number of the observations odd or even. If odd is given, then we can calculate directly with the formula n plus 1 by 2, and then calculating we see that which number in the data is satisfy the formula n plus 1 by 2. If the median is even, so for this we calculate two middle values. We find the average of the two middle values, and then we find the median of it, and the formula will be 1 by 2 n plus 1 n by 2 plus n plus 2 by 2. This is the formula for the median when the number of observations are even. And the above one n plus 1 by 2 is the formula when the number of observations are odd. And mode, the most repeated and frequent data is called the mode. We see that the which number repeated in the data most, that will be the mode. No calculation, no formula for the ungrouped data of mode. In exercise 12.2, we have 3 questions in our scheme. Although there are 7 questions, but first 3 questions are included in our scheme. Question 1 has 10 parts. And then question 2 is related weighted mean, and question 3. Question 1 and 3, they all are same, and we calculate mean, median and mode in it. The first part, compute the mean, median and mode of the following. The number are given 10, 8, 6, 0, 8, 3, 2, 5, 8, 4. The number of observations are 10. According to the formula, we add all the number 10 plus 8 plus 6 plus 0 plus 8 plus 3 till plus 4, and we divide it by 10. Adding all the numbers, we divide it by 10, 54 over 10, which is 5.4. And you always represent the mean with X bar. You write the line over there. This is called X bar. For the median, I told you that according to the definition of the median, first we arrange the data. It's up to you if you want to arrange the data according to ascending order or according to the descending order. In both ways, we can calculate median. The answer will be same, but you arrange the data first. Here you see that I arrange the data 0 to 3. I arrange in which order? Ascending order. Number of observations are 10. It means that this is even number. So, and told in the definition I told you, when the number of observations are even, what we do, we find the average of the numbers. We find the average of the middle two numbers. N by 2 plus n plus 2 by 2. N by 2, n is 10. 10 over 2 plus 10 plus 2 by 2. 10 over 2 is 5, and 10 plus 2 by 2, 12. 6, 5 and 6. Now check in your data that which number lies on the 5th place. In your data, you check that which number lies on the 5th place. 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 lies in the 5th place and 6 lies in the 6th place. So you add 5 plus 6 by 2, 11 by 2, and your median is 5.5. And mode, according to the definition of the mode, we see that which number is repeated more. 8, 8 and 8. 8 repeated 3 times here. So the answer will become 8. Our mode is 8. Mode is 8. Now come to the next question. In the next part, 54140341119 is given. The number of observations are 8. Formula is X bar is equal to X1 plus X2 plus so on Xn over n. In each part and each question, you must write the formula of median and arithmetic mean. We add all the numbers 5 plus 4 plus 1 plus 4 till plus 119, and we divide it by 8. Over mean becomes 17.5. Now we calculate median. For the median, first you arrange the data, and then you see number of observations are 8, which is even. So according to that, we apply the formula n by 2 plus n plus 2 by 2. N is 8, 8 by 2 plus 8 plus 2 by 2. 8 by 2 is 4, 8 plus 2 by 2 is 5. Now the fourth and fifth, both number accidentally, they both are 4, 4. 4 plus 4 divided by 2 is 4. So median is become 4. Mode, now you see that which number is repeated here. 4 is repeated. So mode is 4. No calculation, no formula for the mode. The next question is, again data is given and the number of observation are 10. For the arithmetic mean, you add up all these numbers which are given in the data and you divide it by 10. 72.9 is our required arithmetic mean. For the median, you first arrange the data. It's up to you if you want to arrange them according to the ascending or descending order, but it will be easy for you if you arrange the data into ascending order. And the number of the observation 10, again it is an even number, so we apply the formula n by 2 plus n plus 2 by 2. 10 by 2 plus 10 plus 2 by 2, 10 over 2 is 5, and 12, 10 plus 2 by 2 is 6. The fifth number according to the data is 75, and the sixth number according to the data is 78. We add 75 and 78 and we divided them by 2. 75 plus 78 divided by 2, the median becomes 76.5. And the mode, you see that which value repeated most, which is 80. The mode is 80. Part 7, numbers are given. We apply here the formula, the arithmetic mean. You add up all the number and you divide it by the number of observation. Number of observation here 9, mean 105. Arranging the data, but in this case, number of observation is odd. It means that we calculate n plus 1 by 2. 9 plus 1 by 2, 9 plus 1 by 2 is 5. Check in your data that which number is on the fifth place. 106 lies in the fifth place. It means that our median is 106. For the mode, we check that which number repeated most. 106 3 times, 107 3 times, 108 2 times. It means that our mode is okay. All the values are 2 times. 106 2 times, 107 2 times, 108 2 times. So we have 3 mode in this question: 106, 107, and 108. And this is called try model. Try mean 3 because there are 3 mode over there. Number of books in Yes, this is part 9. Number of observations are 10. Again, for the mean, we add up all the numbers and we divide it by 10. 174 will be the answer. For the median, arrange the data. This is also even. What formula we apply here? N by 2 plus n plus 2 by 2. 10 by 2 and 10 plus 2 by 2, 5 and 6. Check in the data which number lies on the fifth place and which lies on the sixth place. The fifth number is 78 and the sixth number is 215. Add them and divide them by 2. 149.5 is our median. And no number is repeated, it means that there is no mode. We use the mode when we are going for buying the shoes and our clothes. The mode is used over there. Mean, average, we calculate our marks, our values, average, and mean is used in the mathematically. And also the median, you see that this is the medium size, this is a large size, this is the small size. Median we use there in our daily life. Now we have weighted mean. Weighted. When values of given data have same importance, then we use mean. But when different values have different importance, then these values are known as weights. And we use the formula for the weighted mean: summation xw over summation w. This summation, this is resembled with E. This notation is called summation. And the mean of summation is sum plus. Weighted means summation x w over summation w. We have one question of this weighted mean in our exercise, which is question number 2. A person purchased following food item. You see that this question is totally different from all the parts of question 1. There is quantity and cost price is given. So that's why we apply here weighted mean, because quantity is given, quantity in the form of kg. So that's why we apply here weighted mean. In the other question, only simple data is given and we write there only the simple mean, arithmetic mean. We add the number and we divide it by the number of the observation. But here two quantities side by side, two columns are given. So that's why we apply here the weighted mean as according to the definition of weighted mean. Now the quantities, we represent it with W because this is the weight, and cost price, this is X. According to the rule XW, 96 multiplied by 10, 48 multiplied by 12, 190. You multiply each X with each W. You multiply each x with each w. X and w 10 multiply by 96. The next number is w is 12 and the next x is 48. We multiply 12 and 48. The next is w is 4 and the next x is 190. So we multiply 190 and 4. The next is 3. W is 3 and x is 49. Same way we multiply them, but you add the number after the multiplication. You get 960, 576, 760, 12. This is 1300. The sugar is 3 into 49. I write here by mistake 4 multiplied by 3. This is 49 multiplied by 3. So definitely the multiplication will be changed and also the sum will be changed. Yes, 49 multiplied by 3 is 147. 650 multiplied by 2 is 1300. After adding 960, 576, 760, 147 and 1300. These all values you will add them. The answer becomes 3743. The sum of all these values 960, 576, 760, 147 and 1300 is 3743. This is the sum of XW. Sum mean we add all. This is the summation of XW and we divide it by the summation of W. Now you add the column of W, all the values which writes under the W and the sum is 31. We divide 3743 by 31 and the weighted mean become 120.74 rupees per kg. We calculate the average of all the items. Here we finish exercise 12.2. Now come to the objective. We have 9th chapter objective. Review exercise 9. 4 options are given and we choose the correct one. If in a right angle triangle ABC, measurement of angle C is 90 degree, then small c is called the hypotenuse. If in a right angle triangle ABC, measurement of angle C is 90 degree and A is the base angle and B is called the base. If in a right angle triangle ABC, measurement of angle C is 90 degree and A is the base angle, then A is called the perpendicular. I told you that the small letters are opposite to the given vertex. Small a is opposite to the angle A, small b will be the opposite to the angle B, and small c will be opposite to angle C. Fourth objective is in a right angle triangle and side opposite to the right angle is called hypotenuse. The area of the right angle triangle whose base is 3 and the height is 9 is 9 centimeters square. Hero's formula for height is 6 centimeter, then the area will be 9 centimeters square. Hero's formula for the area of the triangle is S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. And now come to the objective of this chapter, chapter number 8, or according to you, maybe this is chapter number 10. What is the missing number of the data 14, 24, 18, 30 when the mean is 23, 29? 29 is the missing value. What is the missing number of the data when median is 26, 24? Number which tells us how often a value occurs is called frequency. A dash is an arrangement of the values that one or more variable taken in data. This is frequency distribution. Part 5 and 6, they both are not included. 7 is the statistical measures that identifies a single value as representative of an entire distribution is called mean. The value which occupies the middle position when all the observations are arranged in an ascending or descending order is called the median. Dash is defined as a value that occurs most frequently in the data and that is called mode. Your homework is exercise 12.2, question number 1. The remaining parts, I done 5 parts for you and 5 you will do by yourself. And question number 3 is same that we have done question number 1. Question 2 is different and I already done this for you. Okay, student, inshallah, we will meet in the next meeting with chapter 8, practical geometry. So you have your geometry box, each and everything, pencils, scales, D, protector, compass, each and everything. Inshallah, in the next meeting, we will do chapter number 8, 8.1 and 2. Thank you so very much. Allah